Hey dudes, we're back with eFootball 2025. I have been explaining what I'm going to explain today in Spanish, and I didn't have time to do the English version, but I know there are some guys out there who listen to this shit in English, so I'm gonna try to go back to everything because it was a huge update on Wednesday, Thursday, depending on how you see it. And there is a lot of good stuff. And, well, I said it in Spanish, I'm in love with both boxes with Players of the Week and Champion League players. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about those players a little bit. Oh yeah, just in case, I'm gonna remember you again that if the video comes with English title, it means it's gonna be in English, because I don't wanna edit anything anymore. It takes too much time and it's too annoying, and the only important thing is information, you know? It's just watching trainings and some gameplay and shit. I have some gameplay, but it doesn't matter if I speak in Spanish anyways, because it's most of the things I'm saying are just insults. So you don't need, and you shouldn't care for angry people screaming bad words. Anyways, I'm not doing that because I'm actually angry or because I'm not enjoying the game. I'm doing that because I'm just have anger management problems. So yeah, I'm super joyful while playing this game, but I also don't like to lose. So yeah, just remember that. If you're gonna get mad because you are too competitive, but then you finish the game and you chill and watch a film, that's good. If you're gonna be angry all the time because of the game and you're gonna mistreat people, then that's a bad idea. I'm not saying you shouldn't go and punch somebody in the face. I mean, I don't give a fuck, but I think it's not a good reason to do it, because there are many good reasons to do it. Oh boy, that's why this is not a channel for kids. Okay, so we're gonna try to fasten the pace with these videos, because I know they're long videos. So I think I'm gonna try to make three videos. One with Champion League players, another with Players of the Week, and then we're gonna talk about a little bit about the Captain Tsubasa editions. Those new players, there are at least 2 cards that are very, very good in my opinion. Like 3, well maybe more. There's a lot of good cards this time. Oh man, especially to make Italian teams. Yeah. So this is the European Club Championship. Let's go to these guys. The other box is just sublime. It's a fantastic box, and this one has a lot of good shit. Now there are of course the hardworking streamers who make every week videos about Players of the Week, but they are too picky. That's why I like to make these videos every now and then, because these guys are really too picky, and they say, oh, this is good, this is not. Like, there are like maybe 1 good player, maybe 2 good players, and I think they do not take into account that there are guys building teams, guys who don't have event teams. I explained before that you should have 1 Spanish event team, 1 English, and 1 Italian. And I ended up having a Japanese one because there was an old J-League event that has been removed with the Mexican League and the Turkish League events. So I never get to build a Turkish team. Maybe I should build a Turkish team just out of fun. Mexican I can't, because I don't have enough Mexican players. But you should have those event teams. And when you are building those teams, or you are just building your main team, there is a lot of good players until you get the epic players, right? The really, really competitive players. It took me a year and a half to have almost a half or 3/4 great team. And during that time, I went through many very good players, interesting players, and that now are probably part of my event teams. So you have to have that in mind. Okay, so this week I heard Vinicius is okay, Julian is very good, Leao is okay, and Barcola is okay, and Odegaard kind of good. So something like Odegaard, Alvarez, Vinicius, and Rafael Leao. Well, so I think that's not correct. And we're going to give a quick review on these players and why I think they are not good for average players like me, who also like to play a physical game and especially aerial game. That's the way you compensate for not being very good at dribbling. So, for example, Odegaard. This is the way I analyze a player. He's on the short side, and I can accept very short players with super jumping capabilities. Odegaard is not going to do anything. He's not going to separate himself from the floor. He's not going to elevate. He's going to ruin every play in which the ball comes from above, and he's going to ruin you. So he's very good for very good players. Now, when I review a player, I do this. No physical contact, and definitely no jumping. Okay, so he's not good for me. His numbers are okay, especially balance and tight possession. He's standard when it comes to speed, and acceleration is good. He is not, in my opinion, he is not a center, like midfielder. He has not enough defense, and he doesn't jump, and he has no fighting spirit. So yeah, automatically out. I do not recommend this guy for standard players, people who are learning the game, people who are starting to compete. Do not get stuck with shit like this, because it's gonna make you suffer. It's gonna make you lose. If you need to learn how to dribble and you actually wanna fight those fights, well, then try stuff like Vinicius or Barcola. I can't remember if it's Barcola. I think it's Barcola. I think it's Barcola. So I got Odegaard. I sold him the moment I got him. Barcola. Why I'm not getting Barcola? I mean, I can't get Barcola anymore because I used all my coin, and I used. Okay, I'm gonna show that. So it's seven players left. That means I used all my chances to get players from this box, and the same happened with the other box. That's how much I liked these boxes. So he has no physical contact, so he's not for me. He has no stamina. That's a super problem. By the end of the first half, by the beginning of the second half, he's going to be completely broken. And then you will have to add not having physical contact and not having jump to the fact that he's going to have weak legs. and it's going to be a disaster. So remember that. Now, he's a French player, and I recommend getting a lot of French players to play national events with France, because we already have many French players like Theo Hernandez, Mbappé, Kolo Muani, Fofana, Rabiot, Koundé, Kanté. There is a lot of French players, so you're going to be playing the event with more or less a nice team. You won't be in the need of going with GP players, which is, I don't know, it kind of sucks because you're going to face dudes with the special cards. So Barcola is good in that sense. He's fast, he has some tight possession, that's not even, and he has no balance. Okay, well, I think Barcola is a piece of shit. Abilities are kind of okay. He has double touch and soul control, cut behind turn, long range, deep in shot, acrobatic heel trick, one-time shot. That's kind of good. Pinpoint crossing, but my analysis is no balance, bad tight possession, no jumping, no physical contact, no stamina, that's a deal breaker. So if you actually want to try and play an event with a guy like Barcola, well, do it. I think if I have to choose between this Barcola and Rafael Leao GP for the same position, I will go with Leao GP. And I will turn this fucker into experience and GP and impulse tokens. The booster tokens. So these two guys are a no. We're gonna leave for last. We're gonna leave these guys. These are the three better cards. I'm going to explain them later. I got two of them, so I ended up super joyful with this shit because I got two very good players here and three the two best players in the other box and one more. Three good players, both the best cards, and in here I got one of the two best cards in the box, I think, which is Bastoni. So these guys, no. Rafael Leao. Would I keep Rafael Leao? Yeah. I think it's a very good card. He's ambidextrous, very high non-dominant leg precision. He has good like speed, tight possession, balance, acceleration, speed. I said speed before, or whatever. Some finishing. I mean, good finishing in my opinion. He has no jumping, but at least it's gonna be 70, and he has physical contact. What is the problem with Leao? Well, he has no fighting spirit, and I almost exclusively keep cards with fighting spirit. If there is no fighting spirit, I tend to sell those cards. I really don't like cards not having fighting spirit. But this card, I think, is very good. I'm probably it's a second level option, but if you get this one or what I really wanted from this box, that was Reo Hatate, I recommend keeping them. Then there is Harvey Elliott. Well, this card, I don't even know if there is a point in showing this guy. There is no jumping, no physical contact, and the passing is okay, finishing okay, but he's a whole player, that's okay, but he has no speed. There is not enough defense to be an attacking midfielder. There is definitely not speed. there is definitely no speed for a winger. There is no jumping nor physical contact for midfielding. He has no fighting spirit, and abilities are kind of okay. So this is the one I got for free. I fired him immediately. This guy is the worst card in the entire box. This is like a defensive fullback with no speed, okay physical contact, no balance. He has some jumping, he has good jumping, no kicking power, and yeah, ball control is okay, but he's not that tall and has not enough stamina for a fullback, but he doesn't have acceleration, he doesn't have speed, and abilities are kind of okay, but he has no blocking and no one-touch passing. I think this is the worst card in the entire box, so I hope you don't get this shit. Cuadrado is definitely not good. There is no point in getting this guy. He has no stamina, so he cannot be a fullback. He doesn't have physical contact. Defense is more or less enough to be an attacking midfielder, but not to be a defending midfielder or just a midfielder. And he has no fighting spirit. He's kind of short. He's not going to jump. I mean, jumping is a disaster on this guy. So yeah, I do not recommend this guy. Justin Bijlow. Now this guy I like a lot. I think he's very good, but I'm not taking into account the booster. I think it's good just like this, because if a player is good with the booster, I don't use it, because the booster is gonna be off 90% of the time after the first week. So remember that. This guy doesn't have low punt. I think that's the name, right? Low punt. And keepers with no low punt are not good. They are not good. But if you don't have very good goalkeepers and you can live without passing the ball with the low punt, well, then this guy is very good. But you shouldn't have keepers without the low punt. And remember that you can't add abilities to players of the week, so that's a problem. But I didn't really want this guy, but if I had like got this guy, I would have kept him. So no, definitely no, and this guy. Now we talked about Leao. Keep Leao. This guy, think about your situation and keep him. And now this guy is amazing. This is one of the reasons I'm making this video. Think about this guy. In my opinion, is competitive, but if you don't think he is competitive enough, it's one of the best cards you will get to start building a proper team. And with this kind of player, you will get used to the best kind of options, you know? If you get a player like this, but better, then you will be on the right track. So this guy is a box-to-box attacking midfielder. Don't think about that CMF. He's an AMF. Because he is too short to be a CMF. Even a DMF too short. Defense is just enough, but defense is very good for AMF, for attacking midfielder. So attacking midfielders, as a general rule, you will be desiring some physical contact. He has. He's going to have very good equilibrium, like balance, because he's super short. This guy is not going to fight, in the air. But attacking midfielders don't need to be that amazing in the jumping department. They need to create game, distribute the ball and create spaces, take a run. So this guy is 172. He's going to be able to turn even with 70 tight possession. He has 84. So he has 86 in the team. So he has a lot. 90 low pass. 93. It's going to be 93. Lofted 83. Finishing 73. I play with Kimmich as a attacking midfielder with 71. So this guy is going to be 73 and curl 76. 70 over 70 in every defense aspect. He has 82 speed, which is perfect for an attacking midfielder. 84, 85, I have De La Fuente, so it's going to be 85, 84, 85, acceleration, kicking power 90, jumping over 70, so at some point, in some very specific occasions, he's going to give you at least one aerial ball, and he has a very nice physical contact for a guy with that much balance, and he's super short, so his center of equilibrium is going to help him a lot. He has 89 balance and 91 stamina. So numbers on this guy are amazing. And I always say that the way you define if a card is good or not is by ultimately analyzing abilities. Numbers on this guy are just way too good, and your AMF needs to be ambidextrous. This guy is non-dominant leg precision very high. This guy plays in the middle, and if he runs to the left or to the right, you're gonna be comfortable to kick, to take the shot. So that's super important. I'm playing with Kimmich. He's high and he's not that good at finishing, so imagine a guy like this will be 100 times better. And now we go to the abilities. Abilities are so good. I couldn't believe this guy. It's it's sad that I couldn't get him. But he has double touch, cut behind, soul control. Standard starting package. That's super important for an AMF, and in my opinion for almost every player. Long range curler, long range shooting, one touch pass, through passing, outside curler, which is one of the top 3 abilities for every player. For every player, even the goalkeeper. He has interception to make use of that little defense he has, and fighting spirit. There is not a single bad ability. Dudes, please, if you get this guy, don't fire him, please. And if you get this guy, just be joyful, enjoy the moment. And if you got this guy and you thought, fuck, I want this guy, well, I hope this video helps changing your mind. So that's Reo Hatate, one of the best, it was 4 cards, one of the best 4 cards in the box. So this box has 4 top picks. And let's say that, because sometimes I think Julian is not that good, but let's go to this guy. numbers on this guy are very good. But the thing is, there is a free Julian Alvarez in the penalty minigame. If you get that one, numbers are quite close. I think this guy is a little better, and of course it's much better with the boosting, but I don't care about the boosting. So I keep analyzing the standard numbers. They are very good, very good. He has some tight possession, good balance, nice kicking power, acceleration, speed for a center forward, enough stamina. But the difference is that they changed the abilities. So the thing you have to think when you are analyzing, when you are choosing these players is, are you going to invest training programs, ability training programs, ability programs, or position programs? Are you going to make abilities, you know, like passing of abilities, which cost at least 257,000 GPs? If you're not going to put that amount of effort on the other player, the one you can train, then this guy is much, much better because his abilities are all good. He has cut behind and turn, soul control, long range curler, rising shot, long range shooting, one-time shot, one-touch pass, through passing, pinpoint crossing, and fighting spirit. Guy is a beast. So remember that. Let's go for just a second. We're gonna check to clarify. You have your daily game box. In the daily game, oh yeah, the music. Fuck. I don't know why this shit keeps the music. Oh, here is this guy. Let's make it fast. You see, this guy has Marseille turn. He has deeping shot and rising shot. He has no fighting spirit. That's criminal. That's criminal. And he doesn't have... Oh my god, stop with the fucking music, please. So he has at least one or two... Yeah, he has two useless abilities. Not useless, but they are not as good as the top abilities that you're gonna need every time with every player. So this guy has fighting spirit and long range curler and long range shooting. Yeah, that's enough. And this guy doesn't have Marseillaise turn, has cut behind and turn. Yeah, this is perfect. So remember that you choose players more because of the abilities than the numbers, the stats. Because, you know, good players are more or less, they will always be acceptable when it comes to stats. As a general rule, I wouldn't accept Barcola. But abilities change a player completely. So that's a thing that changes a lot from one version of a player to another version of a player. Sometimes they are ambidextrous, sometimes they are not. I got Kluivert with Kluivert's son, Justin Kluivert. I got him with high dominant leg precision, and the one that came after was ambidextrous. So they kind of fucked me up. But, you know, whatever. Now, the same thing that happens with Julian Alvarez happens with Vinicius Jr. I couldn't get this card. I really wanted this card and not Julian. But okay, whatever. They are both Spanish league, so they were useful. I have that Vinicius Jr. that we were able to get with eFootball points. But what is the problem? that Vinicius, I built him with some physical contact, so as a general rule, it's better. Numbers on this one are okay. Not especially better than that other version. Probably the other version is even better when it comes to stats. But if you're not thinking about building the other card, then this one is a monster because you have the same problem. This guy has every ability is a good ability. Flip-flop is the only piece of shit, but it's just one. You have the double touch, the cut behind. Almost no Vinicius came with cut behind. That's a huge difference. He has soul control, long range curler. That's super mega ultra important. Rising shot, heel trick. Heel trick is super important. Through passing, outside curler, and fighting spirit. I really wanted this guy because I have to build the other Vinicius. I'm not gonna do it in the short in a short period. Like it's gonna be a long time project because I have too many other better players to build. So yeah, this is the best card in the box, and you definitely should get this guy. Now, if I have to pick 2 cards out of the 4 cards I think are the best cards in this box, I will choose Reo Hatate because I need more super AMFs, and I will pick Alessandro Bastoni because I was in the need of good Italian players, and this card, it was a huge surprise. I was hoping for Vinicius, and then I got this guy. I said, okay, I wanted this guy. Nice, good. And then I actually analyzed the guy, and it was okay. This is the last card of the box. So I'm gonna show this card like in my team. Remember, Vinicius, Julian, Bastoni, Hatate. This guy came as a huge surprise because of course I saw the numbers. I knew he was good, but check that out. Numbers. Think about the numbers. He's 190. That's perfect for a defender. More than that, they start becoming too sluggish. They become stupid at running, and that's dangerous. But this guy is not just 190, but he has tight possession 70 and ball control 74. The common defender, almost every good defender comes with, I don't know, 65, ball control 68, but this guy is 74. Tight possession 70. This guy is low pass 77 and lofted pass 81. But defense is still 91, 90, 91, and aggression is below 90, which is the best combination for defenders. Low aggression, so the computer, the artificial intelligence doesn't commit fouls. This is a perfect combination. Now, his speed 85, which is very good for a defender. Acceleration 77, acceptable, totally acceptable. Kicking power doesn't matter because sometimes they are 70. And then physical contact doesn't reach 90, but it's not a problem. This guy is an event player or even good enough for your main team until you get a guy like Tony Adams. But this is a monster. I mean a monster. 86 stamina. 86 stamina. That's super good for a non-editable player like non-trainable player. It's very, very weird what they did with this guy. So his non-dominant leg is medium, but it doesn't matter. I used him on the left side. He's not gonna be needing the stupid leg that much. And now the abilities. Again, this is crazy. He has, I think he has 7 out of 8 key abilities. He has the heading, the man marking, interception, blocker, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, fighting spirit. 7. I would have preferred acrobatic clearance and not sliding tackle. I don't use sliding tackle that much, and I from time to time the computer uses the motion for acrobatic clearance. So yeah, it would have been better, and that's why I'm not using this guy on my main team. Vardiol, the free Vardiol from the penalty shootout is in my opinion better because you can build him. But what makes this guy especially good? He has one touch pass, pinpoint crossing, and low lofted pass. I mean, that's just those who know this game need to be baffled by those 3 abilities. I mean, it's very strange. It's very strange for a center, like a center back is the name, for these center defenders to have even one of those good abilities. And normally they will have like weighted pass or pinpoint crossing or low lofted pass, but one touch pass? Oh, that's crazy. Dudes, if you get Bastoni, please keep Bastoni and be super, super joyful about it. Well, this is another one I got, but from the other box. Really, I was really lucky with the reinforcements for my Italian team. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 4 players for my Italian team. That's a lot. A lot. Okay, so that was the Champion League players. I'm gonna cut the video now, and I'm gonna basically do the same, explaining why you should waste another 300 coins in the other players of the week box. And remember that I think wasting money in boxes like this one, the one with Platini, is not good because it feels super frustrating throwing away your coins to get 1-star players. At least players of the week help you building a very strong team, you know, with GP and training programs and boosting tokens. When you buy lots of players of the week and you sell them, or you get some of the good ones and start making event teams, you end up with things like this, you know? A very interesting team. I have my good players, the Italian players, I mean the ones who play in the Italian league, but I also have a full team thanks to this guy. This guy is very good, this guy is awesome, this guy is very good, this guy is very good, this guy is okay, this guy is okay, this guy is good, but these are my players. Okay, these are epics, and this guy is good, this guy is very good, this guy is okay. You end up having a strong team, you know? And the same thing happens with the Spanish one. It's kind of very strong. This one is very strong right now. I got some some wonderful cards like Fermin. I'm gonna talk about this guy in the next video. Here I have the shitty Vinicius. Oh, okay, check this out. Numbers on shitty Vinicius are good, right? The other one has more finishing, I think he has more tight position and more balance. I can't remember, the stamina is more or less the same, but abilities. This guy has scissor feint, not only the flip-flop, scissor feint. This guy has sombrero. You don't fucking need sombrero. He has the soul control. Well, with the flip-flop, it doesn't matter because it's part of the Neymar's double touch. But scissor feint and sombrero, you don't need that. He has rising shot, acrobatic finishing, through passing, but he doesn't have fighting spirit. And the other one had something like long range curler. That's one of the most important abilities for Vinicius Junior, long range curler. And this one doesn't have that. Doesn't have fighting spirit. This guy sucks. Okay, of course you can. If you add 5 abilities, you're gonna end up probably having a better Vinicius. But it's too many resources for nothing. And why I'm talking about this, because when you sell those players of the week that you don't like, that you are not gonna be using, you get too much resources. And with all those resources, you start reinforcing your main team. This is my main team. I still have many standard players, but it's very strong because of this. Almost every player is at full ability stack, and all of those abilities are top priority abilities. A full stack of abilities for every player, everyone with fighting spirit, almost everyone with outside curler. Except for fucking Messi. But you see, 5 abilities on every player. Every time you do that, you waste. So that's 250. That's 1,300,000 GPs for every player that you stack completely with 5 abilities. If you start getting players of the week that you don't need and you start selling them, you're gonna get between 60,000 more or less, 40,000 and 350,000. With events and weekly GP and stuff, you're gonna be more or less able to stack an entire team with abilities in 6 months or something like that. And you might say that's a lot. Yeah, well, it's not. It's not. If you are not organized, probably you will be passing a year and a half and you won't be not even close. I have been playing for a year and a half and I'm still lacking at least 1 ability for Nunez, 1 ability for Saliba, 1 for Tony. Almost every case is 1 touch passing. I can't get that ability. But okay, so yeah, I wanted to say that because you will be, as a general rule, you will be getting nothing out of the Epic Players box. And if it comes to just giving Konami back its coins, then you can do it with Players of the Week. Of course, if you're gonna put money on the game, which is awesome for people like me because I'm poor, but I really I help keeping the game running by playing. But some other people play the game and they have cash and they build beautiful teams and they help Konami just keep producing, you know. It's not like I'm recommending people to waste money on the game. I mean, I'm not doing it. I wasted, I think I used, it wasn't a waste. I used $3. No, 4. I think it was 4. One time to get 200 coins with the promotion. You get 100 coins, you get 200. I did that 2 or 3 times, and then I got Guardiola. Amazing. Come on, dudes. Just check this out. Just in case you get Guardiolita. It's a beautiful card because he has a fucking Chainsaw Massacre. He has the Norman Bates kind of expression on this card, and it's a double impulse, double boosted card, and the numbers are quite nice. And he's gonna be a good DMF for your Spanish team. And I stacked him with the 5 abilities. Yeah, I'm not using this guy on my main team, but I like this card a lot. So yeah, I used just like $3-4 on the game because it was super cheap and affordable for me. But yeah, it's not wrong to use a shitload of cash on the game, because if I had money, I would be spending money on the game. But if you are a poor piece of shit like me, you will feel very empty after losing your coins and getting nothing. You know, getting nothing is the worst shit. Now, getting one of those very interesting players of the week is 2 times good, because you get something, even something good, and sometimes something competitive, and you get something new, you know, to do, to test. You go to a weekly event with players of the week and you enjoy the moment. Okay, I scored with Fermin. Yeah, so that's more entertaining than keep scoring with Messi. You know, it becomes boring very fast, and it's very difficult to replace a player like Messi, so I can't replace Kluivert or Messi or Nunez, because I don't have something not even close to those cards. So yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm extending this shit. I like to speak a lot, and I'm using my coconut English, so it's not gonna be such a huge pleasure for everybody. Just if you have opinions on what I said about the players, you want to add something, you have ideas, thoughts, whatever, send them to the message section, and let's cut this shit and start with the other one. Bye bye.